Alright, so your Gravatar is created, and man do I hope it's a lot cooler than this, because this is lame. I hope that you took some time to explore, play around with some tools, play around with your different color schemes, shapes, designs, typography. I want you to play around and learn. We're not in a hurry, so if yours is something like this, you might want to take some time to go back and work more. The goal wasn't to copy mine. No, like seriously, don't copy this. I would never post this as my Gravatar. It's lame. Create something better. Create something more interesting. But with that said, I am going to save this, show you how to save your files. This will be for your files all semester, but even more specifically in this case for our Gravatar. So to save this, first, simple Command S. That'll bring up your save window. Now, this is probably what you're going to see. And if I see people trying to save in this, I'm immediately going to ask you, do you know how to save files? Did you actually watch the video? Okay. This doesn't give you enough information. You should never be working in this little truncated window when there's a lot more options. Drop down, look at this. Okay. I've got all this. This is how I can really decide where I want to save it to. Where do you want to save it? You want to save it in your Documents folder. So locate your Documents folder, and let's change over to Columns View here. In Documents folder, I'm going to make, you can see I've got a whole bunch of stuff in mind. You got nothing. This is where you're going to put all of your stuff throughout the semester. Not on the desktop. Okay. New folder. What should we title it? Let's title it Gravatar. This is not the last, this is only the first Gravatar you're going to be creating. You're going to want to replace it. That design's not something that's amazing, is it? Hopefully it's kind of cool. You learned some stuff, you had some fun, you created something interesting, but you'll make something better. So create, there's my Gravatar folder. Now the name that I named the file already rolled over with it. Notice that Illustrator added .ai, standing for Adobe Illustrator. You should never delete, you should never change, you should never add an extension. Okay, that is an extension. You don't change that. If you want to change the name here, you can. And in fact, I would like you to please add a 1 after this, so that when we do more, we can title them the same, but title them with a 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. So second, third, fourth version. That is all you've got to do. It's set to Illustrator. Click Save. You're going to get this secondary window asking you which version you want. Unless you're going home to an old version or something, there would never be any reason to use an older version. So we'll always leave that. There's nothing you need to change here. So whenever this window pops up, all you got to do is click OK. Just like that, now our file is saved as an Illustrator file. However, you cannot use an Illustrator file to upload to the web, specifically for our Gravatar, but really for any kind of thing. When you guys want to put your artwork, for example, onto your digital portfolio entry, the DPE for the week, or any of your mastery posts, then you're going to need web images. To get this as a web image, we're going to go up to, well, there's a shortcut too, I'll show you, but go up to File. Instead of Save As, Copy, Template, any of these options, we need to go down to Export. And you can see the shortcut, it's not really short, if you will, is Shift Option Command S. See if that works. Shift Option Command S brings up the Save for Web window. Alright, this is where we want to be. Now I believe when you guys get to this window, it might be smaller. Okay, if your window is something down like this, you can expand it to make it bigger or whatnot. But I believe it's going to come up as a GIF for the option. We do not want a GIF. It's a low quality crummy image for what we're doing. So we're always going to change ours to JPEG, specifically JPEG high. Alright, that's going to give you a nice size. Now we pre-arranged our appropriate size document. Sometimes you may need to change this. Alright, if we're working with print documents but you want to put them on your website, you may need to shrink these down to 1,000 pixels because otherwise it'll be too big for the internet. 60% is ideal for what we're doing here. 1,000 by 1,000 is what we set it to. As long as you don't see the color table here, because we're in JPEG, there's nothing else we need to do. So again, we're set to save. We're saving the exact same document, okay? Let's save it again to our Gravatar folder. I do notice this time it says .jpg for JPEG. I do not need to change the title because I want it to have the exact same name. That's going to be an important organization tool to have your original file and your web version the same name except for the extension. Alright, it's still in the Gravatar folder. If that bounced back for some reason, make sure that you are putting it in the correct location. You can see right there the one that we saved just a moment ago. So there's going to be 2 files. Perfect. Saved. Alright, our file is saved now. So what do we do to actually set this as our Gravatar? Well, let's bounce over to our Creative Crusade account. Let me get an actual Creative Crusade window. Here we go. Now in Creative Crusade, we're going to replace that guy there. That is your Gravatar. It's unknown right now, so you need to fix it and replace it. Very easy. Open up your profile, edit your profile. Inside the Edit Your Profile window, if you scroll down, you will see change, or for you guys, select and create your avatar. Simply go there, watch the videos for what it's about, how to create it, create an account, follow the instructions. The only thing that I need to make sure that you do is you must make sure that you use your school email address. Again, you need to make sure that your school email address is correct. But that's how it attaches your Gravatar to any accounts that you have. What this will do is Gravatar is a globally recognized avatar, meaning any account that you use your school email address for, it'll bring this up. So rather than always having that unidentified character, now you will have your own art representing your custom piece. Alright, if you got all of that set and you successfully created a Gravatar, meaning you should see it here, then you can complete this quest. Do not complete it though until you can confirm that you have created and saved your Gravatar correctly. If it's done, well done. You're ready to move on.